People went crazy in the gulags. They didn't think. They were only thinking about one thing, finding something to eat, having a full stomach for once. Additionally, they called them blatnier, thieves, you know. They knew that people were scared of them, and they used it. They went into the kitchen and took the best pieces of meal. Even the commandants were afraid of them. They put thieves and cutthroats into the same gulags with the political prisoners, all together, the bandits, the good people, even the crippled.
Did you meet different nationalities there?
There were Japanese, Chinese, quiet people, hard-working people, even cripples. I met one person. He was a pilot from Georgia. As I remember, he spent 5 years in the gulag. Not a word out of him for 5 years. He never spoke. He didn't want to. He pretended to be stupid in order to survive, and it helped him. He would take soup in his hat. Not in a bowl. They poured his soup into his hat. They laughed at him. A lot of different things happened. People acted as if they were crazy. And they went crazy. The worst were those with families. Those who left wives and small kids behind. They died most often in the gulags because people like me, everybody from my family had already been killed. Nobody was alive. So at the beginning it was hard, all the emotions, for a month or two. But later it was like, it is what it is. Now I was concerned with survival, how to get something to eat, other necessities.
You told me that you met many Poles there.
I did meet many Poles, those who worked for the communists, organizers of the party, from central Poland, from the Łódź region, from there where the communistic movement was strong. They went to Russia, and Stalin, instead of giving them freedom in a communistic country, put them into the prisons and the gulags, or executed them. Those people I met there. Then, there were the Poles who were deported even earlier, the sons or grandsons of soldiers from the Polish uprising in the 19th century and at the beginning of the 20th. Others were deported in the 1940s. Even more, they deported in the 1950s, when they arrested people in Poland and brought them to the gulags.
You told me that they brought Germans to the gulags in the 1950s.
They brought Germans in 1952. A lot of them. Many of them. Even cripples. Maybe we will watch my home movie from my hometown in Poland?
Yes, in just a moment. Can you tell us which one of the gulags you were at was the most difficult to survive?
All gulags were hard, difficult. None were easy. Gulags were concentration camps. My hands rescued me. I carved a lot. But all the gulags were hard, all the same. The regime's unbelievable. The last one I was in was called Spetsgulag. We were sentenced as fifth column, spies. The worst time was when the Korean War started. The regime started to be terrible. They could kill us at any moment, and there would be no trace left of us afterwards. We were political prisoners. We were sentenced as political prisoners. They put us into a special gulag with Ukrainians from the UPA, people who worked for the German police, Lithuanians who fought for their land, political prisoners. They put them all together in this special gulag. The regime there was terrible.
It was different than the regular gulag?
Yes, it was different.
How was it different?
They locked us for the night. The lavatories, everything was inside. In the morning they woke us up. They opened the door. The guard checked on us. Then we went to the canteen for breakfast, ate a little, and then went to work. They put us in line, 4 of us in one line, and called everybody's name, exactly what they had in the papers. There was a head commandant, and zone commandants were also present. They hurried us to work. There were also guards there. They watched us. In addition to these, there were regular soldiers, a convoy escort. The soldiers took us behind the gates, and they watched us. There were also soldiers in the towers watching us. On the towers in the corners, there were automatic guns. There were 4 towers. In addition, there were dogs.
How long were you in the special gulag?
I'll tell you in a moment. 5 years.
5 years?
Yes, 5 years. Yes. From 1948. Oh, no. More. Until 1955.
How did you survive?
I survived it as I told you. Thank God for my hands. They helped me to survive. I worked in one zone, making furniture. I carved sculptures, tanned animal skins. This was the way it was. If it hadn't been, I would have gone crazy. When they hurried us to go to work, they put poles here and there, and you had to work exactly there. Not even a little bit further than that. You had to work there. No one left their zone. We worked a little. Then they counted us again. They checked every 2 hours of work. They counted us. And sometimes we worked 16 hours a day. They also woke us up at night. It was terrible. That's how it was.